Today's gospel takes me back to a winter's night years ago. My family was snuggled up, all warm, asleep, when our night was violently disrupted by horrific pounding that shook our whole house and the smashing of glass. A thief in the night had entered and ended up taking my laptop right from my grandmother's old table. And it was that week that we found ourselves pretty overwhelmed and with a sense that we needed to somehow get our household back in order. So we decided to throw a party. I think this was a Holy Spirit moment as far as our house goes. But we decided to have a party, and we instructed our guests, family and friends, to enter the window that thief had come through. And of course, to celebrate, to eat, to drink, to be merry. But when they left, they had to take something. They had to take something that we had piled on my grandmother's table that we no longer wanted, the things we wish the thief had taken. We hear in today's gospel the urgency of Jesus as we begin our Advent journey. He wants us to get our houses in order. I think all of us could think about things too that we need to let go of in order to get those houses ready. Our scriptures today too give us a sense of larger households. So when we hear words like Zion, the New Jerusalem, the Holy Mountain, these are images that invite us to think about the city of God and perhaps reflect on the institutions and the groups that we're part of, that we care deeply about. I know for me, one of those institutions, and I'm sure it is for you, is our church. A few weeks ago, we received a report from the Vatican that outlines various themes that have emerged from the synod process. It's pretty remarkable that among the thousands and thousands of people who have participated in this process all over the world over this past year, consistent themes emerge. Themes especially surrounding exclusion, themes that relate to the issues we need to deal with to get our house in order as a church. Racism, ageism, and also certainly the desperate needs of the poor that continue to go unattended to. And there's one big issue that keeps showing up all over, and that is the need to include women in the decision-making parts of the church. Now, these are really hard issues to deal with. But interestingly, Francis, in this coming year, has invited all of us to get together and discern, to walk on this synodal journey with our brother bishops, and to figure out what the Holy Spirit's got going on and where we need to go. I'm excited to go on this journey, but I know, and you know, we're struggling as a church here in the United States. We U.S. Catholics have found ourselves caught up in the culture wars. We're polarized, we're divided, and we're being pretty hard on each other. I think in order to go on this walk that Francis has invited us to go on this year, to discern together, to listen to what the Holy Spirit has for us, we need to get our house in order. I'd like to bring us back to the image of my grandmother's table, because I think there's a party that waits for us, the practice, if you will, of our Sunday Eucharist. Somewhere there is a table nearby. This weekend, maybe you can get around it. Maybe you and I can meet up there. Beyond our divisions, our hurts, to break bread, to drink wine, to be together. And if we do this, we might as well leave the door open, because you know what? Our God's going to bust in like a good thief in the night and take away all that stuff that divides us. His best party trick, to take away the sins of the world. So let's leave our Advent lights on. Let's light a candle, perhaps, as we start this new year. Because it's not a matter of if, but when. He's coming to join us.